Hello, hello. This is Pia speaking, and I thought I would do a quick video just to make things a little bit clearer, because sometimes visualizing things and seeing them is a lot easier to understand than when you're just reading it. So if you're seeing this this video, it's basically that you've purchased my ebook on interaction of Facebook, and just wanted to share with you some tips of the trade and things that I have learned along the way. I've done a ton of courses, paid courses, in the last few years, and what I've done is I've accumulated all the information that I've had and basically just put them together and sharing with you what I have found works and what doesn't work. So, as you know, our time is always very valuable to us. So there's no point of doing things or reinventing the wheel and doing things that don't work. So what I want to explain to you is the importance of having your profile page nice and crisp and clean, because your profile page is the first port of call. People will, when they click on your name, whatever they see is will give them an indication of what you are about. So that's why it's very, very important to have a good profile picture. So what I'm going to do is you'll probably see me sort of tilt my head down, just going through some notes, because I don't really want to miss anything out. So first of all, it's what I feel really strongly about and learned the hard way is branding yourself. So what do I mean about that? Branding yourself is you're branding yourself rather than advertising somebody else, another company. Why is that important? Because you know, there are situations that you know, you belong to a company and you're very passionate about them and you love their products, etc. But you know, sometimes down the road things don't actually work out for that company and they do fold or disappear. So what happens is, you know, people know you as an example, that you're connected with Avon, and everything that you do is Avon this or Avon that, you know, Avon that. But when Avon disappears, you're going to have to find another company that does something similar, or maybe something completely different. So it's extra work that you have to do. So as an example, I love Avon, by the way, but let's just say that I have a lipstick and it's from Avon, and I'm an Avon representative, and I'm selling products. Now, if I'm always putting down that it's by Avon, by, you know, this is the price, etc. Now, let's just say Avon disappears, which I don't think they will, because they are a very large, strong company. So what do you do? Well, you'll probably end up finding an alternate brand, which will do the same sort of product or near enough. So you can carry on selling your lipstick or your product with that, whatever it is, without having to start all over again, because you people will know that you sell, for an example, a lipstick, and it's a certain color, and they don't know that you're not selling them one from Avon, for example, or whether you're selling it from Unique or another company. So you don't have to rebrand yourself all over again. Now, you know, there are a lot of people like myself. When I first started in network marketing, every single post was all to do with products. It was this, it was that. I mean, and then I was wondering why people weren't interacting with me. Basically, they get sick and tired of seeing product based posts, and it does look desperate, and people just tend to run away. They just don't want to interact with you because they're scared that you're going to contact them in their inbox or messenger and say, oh, do you want to buy this, or do we want to buy that? So people tend to disappear. Also, I find that if you keep jumping from one product or one company to another, people who have joined maybe company A, and now you're in company D, people get a little bit disheartened because they think, well, hold on a minute, they advised me or encouraged me to join this company. Well, obviously it's not as good as it is because she's doing other things. All I say is that if somebody who's earning, believes in the company and is earning a good money, why would they be looking to jump on board lots and lots of different companies? That's all I'm saying. Diversification is very important. I always say, do not keep all your eggs in one basket, but there's a way of doing it. So, profile page, as you can see, it's nice and crisp. My main orange or yellow is a nice prominent statement which says excuses will always be there, opportunities won't. And I've put my hashtag success with Pia because that's what I go by. And then at the side, in the little circle, you've got a picture of your face. Nice and crisp. You don't want people want to see who you are. They don't want to see a picture of a cat or a dog or whatever. They want to know that you are a real person. So it's always very important. I tend to update those pictures every month or so, just to refresh it, make it crisp, and it bumps it up on the newsfeed. People will see them and will connect with you. The other thing that years ago we were told is to add as many people as possible to your friends list, because the more you have, the more you'll get seen. So that 5,000 friends is the maximum you have on Facebook. Well, that actually isn't the case, because if you keep adding every Tom, Dick and Harry, your posts are going to be seen less, because it's you've got so many different people on your news feed that your posts tend to disappear. So when you have friends requests, I always look at their profile picture. Now, first of all, if they don't have a picture of them, or they've got a picture of a dog or something that I can't see, then I don't accept them, because who are they? I want to add them as a friend because I want to get to know them, what they do, what their lifestyle is, etc. And you can't do that if you haven't got a picture of what they look like. The bio or intro is very, very important, because people, when I look at a new person who's sent me a friend's request, I want to sort of very briefly know what they're about. So, for example, in my case, I've got making a difference in people's lives using cryptocurrency, social media, and mindset training. So that covers quite a wide sort of spectrum of what I do. So people will tend to sort of look through my news feed and see what I'm all about. And the chances are that they will accept my friend's request is a lot more higher than if I just had product sales every single post. I mean, I have friends requests. When I look at them, if I see that they're literally product after product after product, I know that they don't want to actually add me as a friend. They just want me for a sale, basically. So that is really very, very important. And what you post is obviously important. In my ebook, it explains the kind of posts that you should put. Links is a definitely no-no. Facebook pick up on links, which, or anything that is going to steer them away from their page, like things like YouTube, business pages, other websites. You'll get less interaction if you put a link. So you're best not putting any links on any of your posts. If you do need to send a link out, obviously you get that person's permission first and you send it to them in a private message. So all the posts that you've got, as explained in my ebook, the value posts, the lifestyle posts, the results, and the trivia posts. This is only a very, very rough guide of what I'm explaining. Everybody has to find what suits them, but I'm just sort of explaining what works for me. Now, another thing that is very important is obviously you want to start getting more eyes on your posts. So that means adding new friends. So how do you do that? You know, well, one of the first things that I would say is go into groups or fan pages or something that you, whatever niche that you are in, and you search for them. So as an example, I'm a great fan of Fraser Brooks, for example. So I would put in Fraser Brooks, tap on his page, and once you go on there, you will be able to see tons and tons of information there. Now, what you could either do is either go on his friends lists and scroll through his friends lists, look at the people. If you like them or you think that they're going to be suited for the niche that you're in, then you add them as a friend. Or what you could do is scroll down to down his pages and look at anything that anybody has commented on, look at their profile page, and do it that way. So let me just give you an example. Right, so just bear with me. Right. So for example, this is a great video. I do love this one. So what you do, as you can see, he's got 285 comments. So what you would do is people that are following him are obviously people that are sort of in the same sort of space as you. So you would go down there, you would pick a few people out that you liked, look on their profile page, and you can add them as a friend. And then what might happen is they might reply to say, well, hi Pia, you know, you added me as a friend, can I ask you how you know about me? And then you would say, well, I see that we've both got something in common, Fraser Brooks, and it would be nice to connect with like-minded people. So that is how you add your friends lists. That's it. So basically you just scroll down here, and you would just maybe hover around their name and you would see something like this. And then you would sort of look into it a little bit further and see if you want, if that's of interest to you. So that is basically how you you add new people to your friends list. For me, I tend to stick with people that are in the UK, USA or Australia, purely because of the language, and that suits me. Also, the timing is also very important when you post. So if most of your friends, members are UK time, then obviously it's going to be easier. But then sometimes, you know, like in Australia, my daytime is their nighttime. So you have to sort of work out what niche and what sort of time frame you need to post. And what I do is also what is very important is to wish everybody happy birthday. You will see that in the messenger section, and it'll say X, Y, and Z have got birthdays today. So I personally don't actually put it on their timeline. I actually wish them happy birthday in Messenger. It's a little bit more personal, and it also helps start a conversation a lot more easier. You know, like saying, I hope you have a fab day, enjoy your day, what are you doing? And that's how the conversation goes. So in a nutshell, Facebook is for interaction. The more posts you comment, like, and people you interact with, the more you will get in return. And, you know, you can't expect people to have 100 likes on your posts if you're not interacting with others. It's a two-way street, as I said in one of the pages in my ebook. So it's very, very important. So the more you do, the more you receive. And of course, the more you've got people interacting with you, it's shown on their news feed, which that particular person might not be interested in what you're doing, but somebody of their friends might see it. And because they know that you're their friends, already they've got a little bit of trust there. So they will contact you. So it's not always the direct people that you're going for. Sometimes it works that it's indirect people that will actually buy your products or your services. On that note, I just want to say thank you very much for interacting. I hope you find this of value. Please feel free to scroll through my Facebook page just to see what sort of how I do my posts and what I do put down. And a very important thing is obviously clean up your Facebook profile. That is your shop window. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.